The teaching issue that I've chosen to reflect on for this assessment is behaviour management. I've chosen to reflect on two Year 11 Health and Human Development classes involving the same students. The first class, 4 students refused to do their work after many attempts from myself and the casual relief teacher, CRT, to stop using their phones and disrupting the class. The following lesson, I planned with the supervising teacher some behaviour management techniques to implement at the beginning and during class to motivate these students to work. During the first class, the students came in late and sat at the back of the classroom. After I refused to let these 4 students out of the class to see another teacher, they chatted loudly, played on their devices, and refused to do work. Despite attempts from myself and the CRT, the students continued to disrupt, ultimately affecting their peers' learning and my ability to run the class effectively. My supervisor suggested for the next lesson I need to implement strategies from the very beginning of class. When the 4 students arrived, I asked them to wait outside. I then discussed their disrespectful behaviour that they had for their peers, myself, and the CRT. To avoid similar antics at the back of the classroom, I sat them at the front in pairs. One pair worked throughout the whole lesson and completed their work. Despite continuous attempts to motivate the other pair, they continued to do nothing. To improve my behaviour management techniques, I've chosen to look at various theories and practices that can help me better understand and implement ways to manage and motivate students in the classroom. Churchill et al. 2015 describes the implementation of positive mindsets in the classroom and the effects that it can have on the teacher and their teachers, students, and their behaviours. It is theorized that having a positive mindset helps create positive expectations for students and their behaviours. Churchill et al. 2015 reiterates the focus on avoiding the reinforcement of negative behaviours through only giving attention to misbehaviour, as this has the potential to do more harm than good. To help enforce this positive mindset, rewarding students with an encouraging comment or describing your appreciation for something they have done well can help begin to build this behaviour-friendly classroom. Churchill et al. 2015. I believe that this positive mindset principle has the ability to work really well within the Year 11 class. I realise this type of practice does not work overnight. However, in the end there is a better relationship between myself and my students, and they have an understanding of the expectations that are set within my classroom, then it is worth all the patience and hard work. I believe that if I had implemented a positive mindset as soon as I began teaching this class, I would have made much more progress with those students. In addition, understanding the behaviours that already existed in the class, I could have implemented different strategies for those behaviours into my lessons. After conducting research into many behaviour management techniques, I found multiple sources of information that could support me. Continuing on from creating a positive mindset in the classroom, Coolnine's Russ, Little and Kindhouse 2008 reiterate the importance of proactive strategies in the classroom rather than reactive strategies. Proactive strategies are those that reduce the likelihood of inappropriate behaviour occurring. This can include setting rules when building the relationship with students and praising good behaviour. Reactive strategies are those that occur following inappropriate behaviour with students, ultimately resulting in consequences such as yelling or timeouts. The 2 students who did do their work should have received more praise from me and more proactive strategies for their cooperation and hard work. Another strategy that I would like to improve on is class-wide approaches to behaviour management, where I can target more than one student at a time. Practicing maintaining consistent behaviour management can also be effective if the teacher is consistent when enforcing change in the behaviours. Owens et al. 2018. If a teacher is only sometimes enforcing expectations, students may use that to their advantage. Owens et al. 2018. I felt that I was not consistent enough with displaying this type of approach in previous classes, which may have contributed to the behaviour of those students. From the research and reflections of this situation, I believe I have many great resources and strategies to incorporate into future practice. I would like to incorporate the positive mindset into my classes to help build relationships and maintain behaviour to the best of my ability. I believe if I have incorporated these strategies during my first class with them, I would have created a better relationship with the class as a whole and the 4 students who did not engage in work. Through my experience in testing different strategies on different year levels, I would like to build my confidence and become more consistent in my techniques.